Welcome to Storytime in Nature at beautiful Burrito Preserve. Today we're going to be talking about pollinators. And pollinators are any animal that flit from one flower to another, eating the nectar and distributing pollen. And that pollen will eventually become seeds. And those seeds will grow these beautiful plants like what you see behind me. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And Perico's got tons of gorgeous plants. So today we're going to read Sip, Pick, and Pack. How Pollinators Help Plants Make Seeds. Written by Polly W. Cheney and illustrated by Kim Overton. Can you identify any of the animals? Can you see what they are? Up in this corner, you might even identify that one, at least what kind of animal it is. Alright. Seed-making powers. When it's time to grow plants for the food that we need, most plants that we grow will be started from seed. Where does the seed come from? How does the seed start? In a seed's early life, who plays a big part? To answer these questions, we'll visit some flowers and make a quick look at their seed-making powers. So check out our seeds here. So we've got on this side is a tree, all right? This is a red maple, but over here you may identify these three fruits. Which is the fruit with the big black, or the little black seeds? Anybody know? With the beautiful pink flesh? Yeah, it was summertime. We ate those quite a bit. Then we've got these beautiful ones right here. Now look at the different sizes. You can see those and shapes of those seeds. They're different, right? Look at that peach right there. Oh, one of my favorites. A seed's like a suitcase that's all packed to go. It carries what's needed for many plants to grow. It carries taste and texture, as well as root and stem. They're all packed inside. We just cannot see them. Some seeds are huge, others tiny as dust. Before seeds get packed, plants get ready. They must. Check out the different size seeds right there. They're so different. So different. We know plants are ready when the flowers unfold, and that's the start as our story is told. With flowers in bloom, some plants have all they need to finish the job of packing their seeds, but for many more plants, some supplies may be lacking. These plants will need help with their moving and packing. Let's check it out. What color is that flower? Pay attention. It's really important. If what they need is within or next door, the plants that need help attract pollinators. Who are these helpers who pollinate plants? Some you may know, like bees, butterflies, and ants. See, right there, the bees, the butterflies, the ants. All super cool. Birds, bats, and moths are some others with wings. Even lemurs and beetles help plants pack their things. But why do they help? Are they just in the mood? No, the reason they help is they're looking for food. See, not all of our pollinators are our bees and butterflies. We've got lots of other ones. Lots and lots. And flowers have food, world class and first rate. Pollen is protein, nectar, carbohydrate. And flowers, bright colors and shapes like signs that advertise, pollinators, come here to dine. They come to find food, but they do something greater, which is how they have come to be called pollinators. Some are quite smooth, but those covered with fuzz are great pollinators, and this is because the hairs on their body help pollen to stick. To carry pollen is not a hard trick. The powder-like pollen at first can be found on the anthers. The pollinator moves around. Check it out. And look at those bright colors. Right there. So some of them are fuzzy and some of them are smooth. So it's not all the fuzzy. But that does help them move pollen. Helping plants. Some bees will pick pollen to make a bee bread. Some pollinators will sip the plant nectar instead. But both pickers and sippers help plant pollen scatter. So flowers get pollen packed right where it matters. So when pollen is placed on just the right spot, on the stigma in the pistil, it helps plants a lot. When pollen's on the stigma, we call it flat pollination. It may tunnel through the style like a train into a station. It goes into the ovary, just what the ovules need. That's fertilization! The ovule becomes a seed. Once seeds are packed, they grow it till they're ripe, until they can move to grow plants of their type. Check it out. So you can see the bee digging deep inside of there, right? You can see the bee. You can also see, right there, right, all the different parts of a flower. Pretty cool, right? New plants grow more seeds. Yes, vegetables and fruits. Some seeds we eat. We eat tops. We eat roots. But our food grown from plants doesn't come to us free. It costs money and time, and hard work is the key. So think about your fruits and veggies and what you eat, all right, guys? And check out these pictures. Are any of these some of the foods you might eat? Growers and farmers plant, water, and weed to help grow the plants for the food that we need. All kinds of farmers would share a sad fate if pollinators weren't able to help pollinate. There's one pollinator here in the U.S., a species whose habitat are some of the best. Whose habits are some of the best. And though in the States they're not native at all, when big crops need help, honeybees get a call. Beekeepers bring them from miles away to pollinate crops the right week, the right day. When trees are in bloom, the bees work the flowers. They feed and move pollen from hours and hours. Those farmers whose trees fill with almonds or fruit, don't think of these bees as just fuzzy and cute. The work these bees do help the farmers make money, while bees fill their hives with more bees and more honey. I don't know about you, but I am a fan of honey. But notice the bees are not native, right? They're not native. So native means they're not from here originally. One way we can help is to keep some ground clear and not mulch every inch of our garden each year. We can also protect them from chemical harm to keep the food coming to tables and farms. If we spray to kill pests at the right time of day, pollinators may safely be out of harm's way. And if we kill weeds in addition to pests, pollinators' favorites might be killed with the rest. So protecting our pollinators includes, of course, letting them find their favorite food source. By protecting them and their food as we should, we'll help them continue the work that's good. See, you've got pollinators down here, you've got some monarch caterpillars, and look at this beautiful garden, right? So pay close attention to this beautiful garden and these beautiful caterpillars. Raise a cheer. So let's raise a cheer for the work that they do. To grow lots of foods, we need more than a few. Many millions and millions find good food and drink. They make a big difference, much more than you'd think. Shoulder to shoulder and wing to wing, we can help one another grow many great things. So you can see now we saw the monarch caterpillar in the last one. Now we get to see the butterfly here. Pretty cool, right? And And it's a beautiful garden. Beautiful apples, right? All right, that is the end of that. Next time you go outside and see one of our pollinators in action, I want you to pause and just watch them. Watch them zip from flower to flower, watch them as they test out each location to see which one is better and which one they like better. And look to see who comes visiting, because maybe, just maybe, you'll see more than you expect. I've seen butterflies, ants, bees, beetles. I've seen all sorts of them. And if you just sit here long enough, you might even see a bee zip in to grab some pollen. You never know who you might see who decides to take a sip. And let us know. We want to know what you discover. If you see any pollinators on your walks out there, let us know. Thanks, and have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next week at our next Nature Story Time.